we took this ecological or nested approach to the book, and we tried to mirror everything that Dely just mentioned in the structure of the book. And we have 5 parts of the book. The first one focuses on the doctoral scholars, for example, on feelings of loneliness and how that can be countered by peer communities and peer mentoring, journal club initiatives, and so on. So doctoral scholars, obviously very important. But as Dely mentioned, it's not an individual pursuit, it's more a collective endeavor. So the second part of the book focuses on the doctoral supervisors, who are very essential too, both in the sort of interrelational, intersubjective creativity, openness in the supervision, but also in terms of facilitating wider researcher communities. We included also researcher developers, academic developers in the third part of the book. Also their importance, maybe working sometimes more behind the scenes in terms of community building and providing workshops, designing workshops in relation to writing and supporting writing processes and so on. Super important sort of actor level too. So we have all these sort of embedded actor levels in the independence ecology. The part 4 of the book focuses on institutional leaders who also sometimes work more behind the scenes maybe. And it also illustrates that some of the frameworks that may be experienced as being very fixated by doctoral researchers and supervisors are maybe only partly actually fixed and can be changed. And also institutional leaders, doctoral program leaders and PhD school leaders also influence the research culture that all these other actors sort of work within. So they are super important too. And the last part of the book, part 5, focuses on beyond academia. So how researcher independence is also influenced by transitions beyond academia into professional careers, and maybe have to be rethought in other domains outside academia, what it means to be a researcher and to be independent. So that's very important too. So we try to sort of mirror this collective approach in the structure of the book, and also in the contributor profiles actually. And just the last point, then I'll stop and we can hear from the contributors. The contextual awareness is very important, both institutionally but also nationally and culturally. So also beyond the institution, these contexts also shape the understandings and practices of independence and interdependence. So we did try to include that as best as we could, or as much as we could. So we have 5 continents represented in the book, 12 different countries. So we do get this sense that what it means to be independent, what it means to work either alone or together with others, it is influenced by also the national context and the expectations in a certain culture. So that's very important. And actually, we think maybe that should be pursued even more. We know researchers here today do that, but that could be very interesting also to follow up on sort of the intercultural, international dimensions of researcher independence. So yes, thanks very much.